Welcome back, and from my position I can say good morning. We're up at my usual time and we're heading out to see some friends. This is my normal routine in the morning, so let's head up and grab a tea and coffee. Well, a tea for me, a coffee for most everybody else at our local coffee shop. See you shortly. Made it back to home base, and right now what we're going to do is get into just a couple of minor things, but things that have been getting on my nerves a little bit, and we're going to tidy those up. Let me show you something about my Renogy monitor and something I've noticed about the charger. And I apologize too, there's the lawn mowing crews are here tidying up the lawn, so you're probably going to hear that in the background. So here is the charge monitor. Now I don't know if you can see that too well. Let me get to a good angle here. Is there a good angle? Oh my heavens. I don't know. You can't see it too well. Okay, so down here I have the watts output or watts input when it's charging. And what I've noticed is when the car is driving, this is a 40 amp? Yeah, 40 amp output charger to my lithium battery. And it's putting out about 530 watts of energy. And there have been a couple of occasions when I'll stop at a light or come to an idle, and the charging system of the car is telling me it's struggling. I'll actually get a low voltage for a few moments until I accelerate and take off. So my DC to DC charger has the ability to change the setting so that it cuts its charge output by half. And since at this time, right at this moment, I'm not using my battery to its full extent. I mean, in here all I have is lighting, you know, a ventilation fan over here. And later on in the next month or so, we're going to install the diesel heater. But still, I don't think I'll need to charge up so quickly. So what I'm going to do, there's a setting ability on the DC to DC charger that I can cut its charge ability into half. So from 40 amps output, it'll go to 20. So that should, I think, reduce the watt output to about half of 530, which will be about, what, 260, 255, something like that. So we'll find that out once we do that. To do that, you have to connect a wire into a terminal. And then once the DC to DC charger senses that it's getting power on that circuit, it goes ahead and reduces the charge output. So that's what we'll do. It's pretty cool. The other thing I need to do is up here on the console at between the driver and passenger, I had run a wire a long time ago, never utilized it. It's, I believe, a 2-pair which runs down through the wire harness all the way down, and I terminated it at the battery down below. So that wire run is there, and I never used it for anything, and I did have intention to use it, and that's what we're going to do today, is just connect that up. There are a few little items up here. There's one of these RGB floodlights. There's a couple of optional red and white reading lights, and that's about it for up there. But the big annoyance is this RGB light. Every time I start the car, it comes on a random color pattern. Every time. I have to grab the remote and shut it off. Now, it's the same lamp that I have back here in the back of the car, and they're great. But like I say, when they initially get power, they go ahead and turn on and start annoying me. So I'm going to fix that, and we're just getting, are we? Yeah, we're just getting some sprinkles out here. A little bit of a, oh yeah, you can see that. So it's a beautiful sunny day, but nature is going to test us a little bit. I don't think it's going to rain that much, so I think we're good. But it's a very warm day, very hot day again. And I'm trying a different sound system for you. I've had a couple of suggestions, and I've had this wireless mic system. You can see the microphone here, and there's a receiver unit connected right under my GoPro here that I'm talking to you and showing you me with on screen, and it's connected directly to the GoPro. So now the GoPro can go anywhere. I can be behind it, in front of it, the whole bit, and my voice should always sound wonderful and clear. I can hope. Maybe I could try and sound like somebody else that has a better voice. Irregardless, I need to move just a couple of things in the car, and then we'll go ahead and pop that console down up here and see if I can find that terminated wire and get that done at this end first, and then we'll go down below to the battery and connect it up to a fuse point and pop a fuse in there. I won't need a big one, probably a 5 amp fuse would be plenty. All right, so let's get the van cleared out. Yeah, that's all fully accessible. Perfect. We can go up and do the wiring first in the console up above. Let's go pull that down. I think everything is accessible now. Let's get my my insurance and car registration papers. We'll have to put those where I know where they are. Right there. Perfect. Is there anything in here? Yes. And yes. This just pulls it down. There we go. One side. I think there's 4. Yep. And one more. There, done. Yeah, see there's these, hard to tell from there, these pressy flex things which just fit into the plastic fittings up here. Yeah, there it is. Here's the wire that I've left up here. 2 pair, 18 gauge, perfect. And now this thing, we can unclip it and get it out of the way for the moment. There. And that allows perfect space to work. Now what's really cool is we're going to use these new type of lever flip connectors. They have a couple of different names that I've seen, but I sourced these ones on Amazon, and they come in a 2-section connector, a 3-section connector, and a 5. So for an automotive application, for DC, you have positive and negative. Now, typically in a car, you would just need to connect up any of the positive wires. The negative or the ground, you could run that directly to chassis. It wouldn't matter. The car is the ground. So really, you could get by with just one of these with the 2-point connectors. Because you'd run your source power in one side and then your device power, light, motor, whatever you're running on the other circuit. And then just run your ground wire to any point on the vehicle, metal, and that would be your 2 circuits. But in this case, I'm running this wire down to the lithium battery, my host battery. So any of the lighting up here, other than the dome lights that courtesy lights will come on when the door opens, those will still be powered by the car, which is actually from these 2 wires, which I just unplugged. This will be powering my optional lighting circuits. So I will probably end up using the 3-point outputs, 2 of them, or the 5. Don't know just yet, we'll find out. Let's prepare this by stripping the black and red, which will be positive and negative. I brought my handy dandy strippers. I was thinking just a week or so ago that I've had these things for, I think, about almost 30 years. I bought these at Radio Shack when I lived in Nova Scotia when I was oh my gosh, I think I was 14 or 15 years old when I bought these, and they're amazing. So what you want to do is just strip maybe 2 or 3 centimeters off of the end, and that's what these lever clip connectors prefer. So these are pretty basic. You lift the individual levers, and then the wire port is open. You put any wire in one of them that you're going to connect and close it. And then you do the same for the other circuit. One for positive, one for negative. So I know that when I initially did this, I had to tap into the automotive power circuit for the dome lights, the courtesy lights. And I did that right here. Clearly see them. I just don't know which is positive, which is negative. Okay, now I'm getting it. The red is obviously positive here, and the gray is negative. So I need to all I really need to do is take off my 2 power lead circuits and put them onto these connectors. All right, the guys are still mowing the lawn, so you'll hear all that in the background, but I hope you can still hear me over them with me wearing this super microphone. I hope that it works well. Okay, I need to strip these 2 wires so that they can snap into here. Here we are into the basement, and I'm going to call it the technical closet of my van. All spare parts and a couple of tools over there. Here is my DC to DC charger underneath. This part right here is part of the negative shunt for the monitor. That's how that works. And then right there, of course, is the fuse block and my zooms. 200 amp hour battery. So I just need to quickly identify the wire coming down from up top, and then we can go ahead and connect everything up. 2 pair. That would be it right here. So we need to bring this more comfortably over to here. I need to get just a little bit of slack on this, which is right here and right here. Done. Bring these out. There we go. The other 2 are spare. We'll keep those in place. I'll just tie them back here out of the way. They're not connected to anything at either end, so they don't pose a risk to anything. There we go. Some terminal connectors right here. I'll need one for the black, one for the red. There we go. Strip these wires, have them prepared. If I've done this correctly, once I do connect these up, they will go ahead and light up that RGB lamp. It will come on right away. Okay, so positive is red, and I'll connect it right beside this circuit. Black I'll bring over here, anywhere to the negative grouping. Again, it doesn't matter where. The red light comes on. That's good. It's telling me that that there's no complete circuit because the fuse is not installed. And we'll pick a fuse. There we go. Nice and snug. Okay. Fuses are right here. And like I said, something low. We're just operating an RGB light and 2 single 1 watt red lights and spotlights. So I think a 5 is absolutely plenty. 5 is what color? Is that a 5? That's a 5. 5 is a gold or orange color. Perfect. That goes here. And the lights came on. So that's ideal. That means that was done correctly. Alrighty. Put the fuses back. We may need those in the future. I hope not, but you never know. And I'll go up here and just turn this off for the last time. Done. To cut the DC to DC charger in half is right down in here. That's a very tiny little jumper. I might be able to jump it from the trigger to charge itself. That would be ideal. Come on. There we are. Take that right off. Push it way down to the back. That's got to work. Close this up. Oh, I think it worked this time because the tightening screw is torquing down right at the beginning. So the little one, yes, yes. Big one, yes. Finally it worked. Okay, good. Now let's do a practical test. I do that by starting the car. If it worked, the charge amps will not go up above about 200 and some watts. Come on. There we go. And it's charging, and I can see 250 watts. It worked. It's on half charge. Absolutely perfect. I'm done. Everything is good. I'm going to tidy this and close it up. Thank you for joining me, and hit the like button, please. That really helps me out with my videos. Share it if you'd like, and we'll talk to you very soon. Thanks for being with me. Take care.